then sat on a bench overlooking Deer Creek for a few minutes, then walked back to his car. This webcam from Indiana Packers showed that it snowed on February 8th and 9th, which then made Deer Creek muddy on February 13th. So, how long are you sticking your head over platform one, hoping to see fish before you get bored? Your neck hurts, and you go sit on a bench for a few minutes. Remember are Rick's statements of what he did during that time. He parked at CPS, walked from Freedom Bridge past young girls to platform one of Monon High Bridge to look at fish, then sat on a bench overlooking Deer Creek for a few minutes, then walked back to his car. This webcam from Indiana Packers showed that it snowed.
Okay, everybody, real quick, I want to point out the footage that you're seeing right now of the snow piled everywhere down there. Yes, that is true. We had a giant storm come through and it dumped major amounts of snow up north here, but it also went all the way down south into Indianapolis and it dumped major snow. And this was on the 8th and the ninth, or the 7th, the 8th, and the ninth, that this storm came through, right? And it remained cold for a couple days, right? Because it was a pattern we were in, El Nino or whatever they're calling it. And I do believe on the 11th, 12th, and 13th, well, up north here, it started warming up north here, right? So I think that day up here, up north, it was in the 50s, right? So everything but it gradually got warmer until we just hit the 13th, where it was unbelievable warm, right? Record temps or whatever it was, record high. So people are saying, well, there's no snow on the ground out there, right? Well, I imagine there was in spots that were shaded or in valleys. There probably was snow left. But most of it melted because we were having a southern wind and it was a very warm day. Now, if 50 degrees is warm, it is warm. If you live in the north in February, 50 degrees is a great temperature. We considered it record breaking. So, but it happened in a period of a couple of days. So the snow, most of the snow down there melted between the 9th and the 13th. That fast because we got hit with a storm and then it was uh, warm again. It got warm. And then soon after the 13th, we got hit again with snow up here, big storm. And then it got warm again. In 2017 is when we were having that pattern change in the weather. So everyone's seeing these photos and saying, well, there's no snow. There's no snow. It can't be because there was a storm in it. Yeah, but on the 8th, 9th, and 10th or whatever it was, yes, it was very cold and there was snow on the ground in Delphi. But all it took was a couple days, and that snow melted at warm temperatures, 50 to 50 something degrees, with a southern wind. Yo, John Poe, it melted that fast. It melted up here. Matter of fact, on my Facebook uh, pages, I have the storm that came in, and we had probably 2 feet of snow here. And within a couple days, it all melted. It was that fast. And then within a couple days, we got hit with another storm. So people are asking, yeah, but it's dry. The leaves are dry. The ground looks, it's not muddy and everything. Oh, I imagine it was muddy out there. Now, the leaves that you're seeing probably dried within a couple days with a southern wind, and the sun was out. Uh, yeah, I imagine there was leaves probably that dried out, and you can hear them crunkling because they've been there all year. Well, since fall when they fell, they're dried out. At that time, they weren't getting a lot of weather down there, and this was a freak storm that came in and it went all the way down into the southern states. And as soon as it came in, within a couple days, the snow was gone. It got that warm. So yeah, I think they are the crime scene photos, and I do believe in some of the photos we do see of the crime scene, you can see remnants of snow, a little bit of snow left. And I imagine there would be a little bit of snow left in the valleys uh, or in shaded areas where there's a bunch of trees. Yeah, there probably would be a little bit of snow left. It makes sense to me. Yeah. All right. You folks have a great day. I'll be back with more info on the Delphi case. John Paul, have a great day. God bless. And we'll talk to you folks later.